And through it all, hanging over me like a black cloud, was Rourke. We destroyed an oil platform, lured away an entire fleet, sunk a destroyer, and I was still wondering one thing. Where's Rourke? Here? Ahead of us? Waiting? He's that good. A ghost. What happened to him? There was something in that factory. Something the Federation never wanted us to see. And we were about to find out exactly what it was.
Is it midget porn? Because if they don't want us to see that, it would be understandable. It's a bit rainy out here, Merrick. Are you sure you don't want anything covering your head? Your bald head? I mean, you might catch a head cold. And bam! Click, click.
They're down. We're moving to entry A. Scarecrow, we have eyes on the factory. Over. Roger. Make your way into Black Zone. Hold. Tango. He's yours. Keep it quiet.
Ah! That was weird. Motion blur. But at the same time,
Let's move.
I tried knifing him, but... Oh, nice roll there, dude. I tried knifing him, but it just, like... It stopped. It didn't do anything.
We're moving left to infill and then to Black Zone. Through here.
Unauthorized personnel, keep out. Well, we're gonna go in. And I'm surprised that's in English.
Get a target. Logan, we're on you. Take the shot.
All clear. I got right.
Cover left.
Nope, don't want that.
Grabbing his security badge. Got one.
That's reasonable.
Door.
How about you? What you got? Oh, that is better.
Opening. Two ahead. Drop him. Clear to move. Keep your eyes out. Kick. How are those cameras coming? Merrick, eyes on your next zone. Lots of targets, no good advantage. We'll make our own advantage.
God damn it, you guys keep blocking me! Should I just take one of these tanks and just like beam the guys as we go through? Peligro! La torcida peligrosa. I don't know. I ain't no Spanish speaking. Or forgive my ignorance, maybe that's one of the many other languages that the Federation speaks, considering it has Brazil and stuff in there, which is Portuguese, I think. Nah.
Top level. Make it quiet. Bottom clear.
That wasn't a stab to the heart. I would have went for the stab in the heart.
Kick, we've reached the south vault door. It's a big one. Whatever's in there, they want to keep it safe. No cameras in Black Zone. You're on your own inside. Starting override procedure. Heading in.
Yeah, would they listen to the giant ass alarm?
Multiple tangos. Go hard.
Keep moving!
Ow! I was like, there's a guy on the right. I'm gonna hide on the other side of the wall. Nope.
Kick, we've reached the south vault door. It's a big one.
I'm gonna stay all the way in the back.
They want to keep it safe. No cameras in Black Zone. You're on your own
Ooh.
inside. Starting override.
SC-20K.
Heading in.
I'll just grab it. They'll both have ammo at this point.
Go hard.
Keep moving!
No contacts. Structure at 10 o'clock.
Target in the open.
That's a teammate. Ow! Fuck!
Target 10 o'clock. Contact 20 meters.
Fucking Merrick.
Cover me. Cover me.
Let's see a whole bunch of ghosts just like own that guy. Poor guy. Four ghosts are like, no.
We're inside Black Zone. We're seeing what looks like rocket components.
Solid copy. Continue searching.
Pressure lock door. This must be it. Kick.
Roger.
Bingo.
Shit. Looks like some kind of satellite.
With a hell of a weapons package. Scarecrow, we found it. Looks like space-based weaponry.
Copy actual. Hyperfeed for identification.
Logan,
So they
get
constructed-
patched in. Hesh, you too.
They construct the
main heat shield open.
solar panel array like open.
Roger that, Scarecrow.
I would assume that it would be easier just to package them, like mount them packaged. Although maybe they tested them to open and close.
Crowd delivery system.
Like the ones that took out San Diego.
Yeah. These are smaller, but there's a lot more of
That's a
them.
tall ass rocket.
Definitely based on our Odin design. We need to find out how many they've built. Good work, boys. This was a big find. Arclight, entire wing confirmed for bombing run. Total coverage is go for effect. Drop everything.
So they're smaller than the ones that hit San Diego. So I'm assuming later in the game they shouldn't make as big of an explosion, right? We'll see if that holds true.
1-1, 1-2, and 1-3. Target Romeo and Birdhouse. Arclight 2-1, 2-2, and 2-3. Target Cooper, Dixie, and Tango. Pattern
Here's the thing I generally have a problem with.
Merrick,
Wouldn't
data that can give us
wouldn't such
progress.
see the point of
Entire air wing
the
on
kinetic strike
the
weapon
whole
system
complex.
is to, you know,
Kick.
is a conceptualized idea that, you know, using high density, high velocity rounds traveling at terminal speed, re-entering the atmosphere and impacting the ground with no explosive payload wasn't, you know, sufficient enough to create some sort of damaging shockwave effect, you know. Not like in a G.I. Joe what was it? G.I. Joe Retaliation. It's not like it's gonna cause a giant ass earthquake or earth splitting or, you know, or how the British made earthquake bombs back in the day. But with a craft that big, and the fact that you need like what? Depleted uranium rods, tungsten rods, which have high density, for something of that mass and that weight, you're gonna need a lot of rocket fuel to send it all in one go. Like, to be quite honest, ooh, a tank factory. To be quite honest, my interpretation is, if you're gonna send a system like that in space, you're gonna be lucky to even ship 1 or 2 units of ammunition, like the high density rods at a time. But
Looks like manufacturing data.
you know, it's a video game,
Satellite
obviously.
photos
But
24. How many
my
There's a
reasoning
data
behind it is
appear to be launch events, dates, predictions.
having that many small rounds. Like from what I could see, they had like a bunch of small rounds packaged in a big oh shit, in a big capsule, and they had a whole bunch of capsules on the launch vehicle. So that's like a lot. Like let's just say there was eight kinetic rods on the wow, these computers are fried. Let's just say there was 8 kinetic rods, and then there's like 6 to 8 capsules that hold the rods. That's like 40 that's like 48 to 64 high density rounds. Shit, I should have sat on top of the drawers. I should know that. That's like, you know, 48 to 64 rounds all in one load, and given the size of that rocket, that payload delivery vehicle that it's sitting on top of, it looks something like way bigger than a Saturn V rocket. But the problem with rocket science is that, you know, the more weight, you stupid piece of shit, the more weight you put on the damn thing, the more fuel you're gonna need to send it up, and the more fuel you put on it is the more weight you put on it anyway, and therefore, you know, I mean, I could swear that it takes like about 80% of the fuel, or even 90 of the fuel on a rocket is pretty much the fuel you need to escape the atmosphere, Earth's atmosphere, which is a dense atmosphere, and gravity is a bitch. And the rest of the fuel can be used to, you know, adjust trajectory, orbit, that kind of thing. But with having so many high density, you know, rods all in one pack, I mean, maybe that's just, you know, the construction area where they put it all together and then they start taking it apart for you know, in pieces and segments for launch. But you need like a really good efficiency you need a really good efficiency engine to get all the way up there with a fully loaded system. I mean, they didn't send the International Space Station all in one go. They constructed over the course of like what, a decade?
We need to move. 3 more, EKIA.
Predator vision. I mean, don't color me as complete 100% accurate, but I think the ISS was started construction in like 97, 99, And up until today, they're still shields. I haven't seen you since like Modern Warfare 2. Well, actually, they were in Black Ops. The pretty badass ones that clamp onto the floor. Black Ops 2. Oh wow, their heat just flat out disappeared. What game was that? I think it's Battlefield. The got whited out, and it's fine. I think it was Battlefield that the heat will actually slowly dissipate on characters. I mean, it's faster, but it's better than COD, where it's like when you kill them, heat's gone. It's like they have 0 heat retention the moment their life is gone. That's a minor gripe. It's a video game. Why am I applying realistic logic to a video game? Extra parts. Yeah, but in all seriousness, kinetic rods, they're basically, you know, orbital launch platforms, and when they unhook them from their mount or their launch stations or whatever, they have a small rocket booster, and from then on in, it uses gravity to do the rest. It doesn't need a big rocket booster to hit speed. I mean, it has more than enough space to or distance to just completely re-enter the atmosphere at complete full velocity and speed. No, I want the song. And it has enough force and kinetic energy to create a lot of freaking damage upon impact. And so you don't need a lot of them. But the issue in application with a weapon system like that, of that large in scale, is not only... Fuck you, shotgunner! The primary problem is not only research and development, also launch facilities, and maintenance. Like, I mean, it's bad enough trying to maintain the ISS. That's like expensive, and with the way NASA is nowadays, we're hitching rides with the Russians, so we got that. I mean, even to sustain a kinetic strike system like that, it's like you would need, to be fairly realistic, you would first need to start construction, so you need like a couple shuttles for that, to send the parts up. Then you need like twice or maybe 10 times as many trips just to load the damn thing, because you're not going to send it all up in one go. It's just too goddamn heavy, I mean, even if you use like a freaking what was it? Like a launch rail? What is it called? I forgot what they're called. It was in Ace Combat 5. In that one mission where you're trying... Mass driver, there we go. It's called a mass driver. It's basically like a electromagnetically propelled launch apparatus that basically launches or propels a large mass vehicle down a rail, and the rail just ramps up towards space. Like it's a long ass track, and that sucks up a lot of power. But supposedly it's a very efficient means of getting a payload into space, a light payload, mind you. I mean, the heavier it is, you're definitely going to need rockets. What the hell is this big ass fucking truck for? Oh god. The Call of Duty on the rail segments, where you're not really given a choice. That's weird. I could put a mag on a fucking truck and it destroys it. So, long story short, kinetic weapons, holy fuck. Giant kinetic weapons like that, as seen in G.I. Joe Retaliation, Tom Clancy's Endgame, Call of Duty Ghosts, that kind of thing, as great as they are, and as badass as they are, they're not really practical, feasible, that kind of thing.
Time to head home, boys.